Hello traders, welcome to Simply Forex, welcome to the live stream. We have a new president, right? Well, I say we, I'm not American, but America has a new president, yeah, Trump. Who would have thunk it? So yeah, there you go. That's why the editor has given me a lovely hairstyle on the live stream today. Yeah, I just need a little bit of a tan. So there you go. US elections, Trump has won. We're going to take a look at the initial impact of that, guys, on US dollar and indices and Bitcoin, right? Because he's very pro Bitcoin. So that'll be interesting to see the reactions to all of those things. So we'll start there. And, you know, another great thing is sort of trading. We can get back to normal now, right? The last couple of days, you know, you're a bit wary to enter the market, and rightly so, right? You know, anything could happen. But now, you know, we can start trading as normal, guys. So good news. That's what I'm more interested about. You know, whoever wins the US presidential election, right? Trump, yeah, not so fast, but I can get back to trading, which is more important to me. So there you go, guys. We're going to look at the reaction from Trump and a few of the assets. We're also going to take all of your questions, guys. So maybe you have some questions about the US elections. Maybe you have a view on, you know, what this, what the Trump's going to do while he's in office, right? Good and bad. Yeah, so leave us your thoughts, guys. Leave us a few questions. And also, guys, we're going to look at, you know, a trade that I'm currently in as well. So I haven't been able to say that for a couple of days, but I am in New Zealand dollar, US dollar. And we are selling it. So there you go, guys. That's the plan. Let's get started. And don't be shy. Come say hello. Leave a question. Let's also point out that the editor goes to a lot of trouble to come up with these questions. Not that much trouble, but you know what I mean. If Trump joined our trading community, what advice would you give him for next term? There you go. There is question of the day from the editor. So please use that poll, guys, because if you don't use the poll, the editor will beat me silly, right? And we don't want that. Also, guys, let's say hello to everyone who's in the house. Let's go to the live chat now. McFlave, morning. CJ, how are you, mate? Michael, yo. Yeah, this will be an uncertain 4 years ahead. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Well, you know, we said this in the VIP Trading Academy, guys. One thing it won't be is boring. Right, you know, just be so interesting to see how Trump reacts to, you know, the wars in the Middle East and in Ukraine. Yeah, whether he even wants to, you know, end them or whatever. But that would be really interesting. It would be interesting to see the effect he has on business, because he's obviously, you know, a businessman himself, and he's going to be very pro-business. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with the trillions of debt that the US is in. Maybe it'll get them into more debt. Who knows, right? So those are a few of the, you know, immediate things he'll need to address. Yeah, plus many other policies, right? So yeah, it's not going to be dull. You know, hold on to your hats. You know, it's going to be an interesting 4 years, guys. All right. Was, how are you? Michael Offman, how are you? Trev Beats 77. Trev, you sound like a DJ. Trev Beats. Trev Beats says, I think the markets will wake up now. Trump is in, with caution, though. Yes, right. So let's Siraj. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah, exactly. Market already predicted Trump victory. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, Siraj. You know, not only US elections, but, you know, increase in interest rates or inflation figures about to come out. A lot of these things have already been priced into the market, right? I wouldn't say we've had a crazy reaction to Trump coming into office, right? But we will have a quick look. So let's start with US dollar because I am in this trade, guys, right? I liked the weekly chart with New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? We was in this downtrend, okay, getting, you know, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. We've got nothing but bearish candles, right? It'll be interesting to see how this week finishes. And we've got a bit of room to move into back down to this support, right? So that's weekly. I like New Zealand US dollar sells, and this is US dollar strength. And also the day chart, right? A couple of days ago, I liked this candle, but obviously I didn't get into it because of the elections. But now the reaction we're getting, I got in on this trade, right? But if we just look at it from a technical point of view and almost forget about the US elections, it's a good trade, right? We're in this downtrend stroke range, right? We've kind of range between here and here, ahead of the elections, during the elections. Moving average 20 is coming down, and it's just a really nice area to sell and potentially take price all the way down to here. And then all I was looking for, guys, was a H4 break. So this is a shout out to all of the traders in the Trader Challenge on our free Discord channel. If you're not involved, guys, please get involved in our trading channel. Our trading challenge, which is on our free Discord channel. We give you a strategy to trade and we give you the currency pairs to trade, right? So what's not to like? Check that out. It's all free. And what we were looking for, guys, was a break of H4 structure. So price broke down. We got the break of these lows, yeah? And then all we were looking for was a retrace. And basically, this strategy is this. So if I just pull out a fib, you put your stop loss a little bit above the high. Your target is the last H4 low, right? And all you do is enter at the 0.5 level, right? And with a view to taking price down here. But you have to put this where your stop loss is. And that is the simple strategy that is in the trading challenge. We can enter in here. I actually started entering in here, but I also entered again in here. So I'm in a couple of sells. And the idea would be to take some profit off at this level, you know, maybe close 80% of the profit and then let 20% run. All right, so that's the trade I'm in, guys. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. And that's exactly how I traded it. And like I say, guys, if you want to take part in our trading challenge, which is free to join, we give you the strategy. Come join the free Discord channel. What else were we looking at? So yeah, let's carry on this look at US dollars, US dollar pairs, right? So US dollar is strong, right? Now, there's probably many reasons for that, but obviously it's Trump getting into power, but it's Trump's policies on the US dollar that are having this effect, right? So, you know, Trump is very much about making stuff at home. Yeah. He's on about, you know, make America great again. Let's manufacture our own stuff. And if you increase manufacturing and then you export goods, right? You know, you want a, you know, you want a strong dollar, really. So this is what we're seeing, guys, all right? We're seeing a strong dollar off the back of that. If you look at any US dollar pair, guys, yeah, okay, less so here, but the initial reaction is a strong US dollar, right? And also, let's take a look at the indices. Yeah, if you look at any of the indices, US dollar 30, look at that. You know, Trump is pro-business, and just look at the reaction we've had on the indices. They are loving the fact that Trump is in. Look at the S&P 500, right? Look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, you look at any of the big indices, we are flying. All right, so yeah, you know, that was an expected reaction, right? If Trump got into power, you know, these indices would start flying. And another real benefit, one that's taken advantage of Trump coming into power, is Bitcoin, right? And if we look at Bitcoin, right, that is also storming. This is the H4 chart, and Bitcoin is flying. If we go to the lot higher time frames, like the weekly, this level here is a key level for Bitcoin, right? So if we start seeing breaks of this level, yeah, then, you know, who knows where Bitcoin could end up, right? So it'd be really interesting to see how this weekly candle finishes. You know, right now it's looking super bullish, right? But this candle could finish like this, right? With a huge wick. But because Trump is so pro Bitcoin, right? He said he wanted to make the USA the Bitcoin center of the world, right? Then you can only see good things for Bitcoin, right? And if we zoom out a bit, guys, right? Yeah, you can see we're already at all-time highs with Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, there's a few of the reactions to Trump getting into power. So there you go. Guys, while I have a quick drink, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button, guys, if you're enjoying the live stream. Up down there. Also, guys, right now, I know a lot of you traders are looking to increase your capital. Then look no further than Blueberry Funded, guys, right? They've got loads of funded challenges. I think you can get funding of up to $400K dollars. And right now, they are giving you 25% off any challenge if you use our code Simply25. All right, so use the code, guys, at checkout. You will get any funded challenge. And if you do want to challenge, guys, act quickly, because we do not know how long we can make this 25% last, right? It's only for us at Simply Forex, so take advantage of it, guys. Right, what other questions have we got? Yes, Trev beats, or he just tweets. Yeah, you know, like Elon Musk. Elon Musk can change the share price of Tesla like that with a tweet, right? He can manipulate markets, which is what he got in trouble with the SEC, right? So Trump's the same, right? He's the president of, you know, the most powerful country in the world, right? So it'll be interesting to see if he slows down a bit on his tweets, right? Because he can't be, you know, making stocks rally or take a plummet on the back of his text, right? He shouldn't make the markets volatile, right? You know, the Fed will have such a headache with him. So that will be interesting, you know, like Trump and his tweets, right? And the Fed and their policy. You know, that would be really interesting to see how them two marry up as well. Yeah, guys. So yeah, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, yeah, looking good, guys, for the trader challenge. What else are we looking for? Rich Paul, what's up? Noor, hello, Noor. How's the boat? I have to ask. Noor is making a mega yacht for us all to go on, which is very kind, Noor. Thank you very much. And also, guys, as you know, have you got any questions? Are any of you looking at any trades today? Please let us know. And, you know, have you got any questions about the US elections? Have you got any questions about risk and money management? Have you got any questions about strategy? Right. So, yeah, please don't be shy, guys. Ask as many questions as you like. What currency pairs are you looking at right now? Yeah, please share it in the live chat, guys. What else was I interested today? The only other trade that I was interested in today was Canadian dollar Swiss franc, and we were looking to buy this, but this is, you know, this is like Elvis has left the building, right? And again, why did I like this trade? Well, basically, if we start with the monthly, really, right? We've had, once it come down to these, I believe these are all-time lows, right? Yeah. If we go back before dinosaurs, yeah, right, we are at all-time lows, okay? And we had this massive bounce off this level with this wick. There are buyers in here and big buyers, right, to move that monthly chart that much. And then if we go to the weekly chart, I know we're in a downtrend, but it's become a downtrend stroke range, right? And the idea was to come from the bottom of this range back to the top of this range. And pretty much, guys, that's exactly what's happened, right? Drop to the daily. Yeah, I mean, just look at that candle. I mean, you know, look, we were getting bullish candles off that level. Yeah, this weekly level. And then Trump and the US election has just given a lot of strength to the Canadian dollar, actually. That's another thing to point out. And we'll take a look at a few of these Canadian dollar pairs. But Canadian dollar has got some real strength off the back of this. So yeah, here's my target, right? There's no point in me entering right now. There is zero value. But earlier on in the day, I was just looking for the H4 break, right? And really, this break had already happened here, right? But this was, you know, during the US elections. And then once I saw this candle break this high, right, all I wanted, guys, was a pullback, potentially down to here, if not a bit deeper, but somewhere in here for a pullback. And then I would have started buying Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. And at this point, I'd be like, guys, I'm a genius. Look at Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Shout out to Jimmy Noodles. He was buying this, right? So it's great direction. We were just not able to get in on this trade. We just didn't get the pullback, guys, right? Because, you know, once we see this candle, if I start entering up here, I still need to put my stop down here. Here's my target, right? I still get roughly 1:1. But if I start trading from in here, the whole trade is so much easier, right? I trade here. There's my stop loss. If this is my target, I'm getting a better risk to reward. This is probably like 2 reward to 1 risk. You know, you're just better off trading from a retrace, right? So yeah, that was the only other trade I was looking at today. Nor's boat is going great. Good. Glad to hear it, Nor. Don't forget to pick me up in Dubai. Rich Paul, I'm about to trade New Zealand and Aussie dollar, US dollar, waiting retracement on the 15 minutes. Okay, we'll take a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar, because we've just looked at New Zealand US dollar in depth. And then Brett would like to take a look at gold. Okay, yeah, it'll be interesting to see the reaction of gold as well. So we'll definitely look at those questions, guys. Before we do, just look at Canadian dollar, right? This is the H4 chart, but look at this Canadian dollar strength we got. You look at any CAD pair, CAD Swiss franc. Look at the CAD, right? Maybe Trump's grandma is Canadian. I actually know that Trump's grandma was Scottish, which is why he bought a Scottish, or he was trying to buy a Scottish golf course. Anyway, these are the useless facts that I pick up along the way. You know, just look at CAD, right? Look at it. Look at Euro CAD. Look at it, right? CAD is strong. Yeah, stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's how strong it is. US dollar CAD. And you saw, like, this is interesting, guys, right? Every other US dollar pair, you know, was pretty much US dollar strength, but this is really stabilized. And again, guys, it's not a coincidence why this is stabilized. It's stabilized because I know that this is at a weekly level. Let's go to the weekly chart. You can clearly see, right, we are at an important weekly resistance level, right? We haven't broke this level since October 22, right? And even Trump coming into power hasn't been able to break it yet, right? Maybe it will, but it hasn't been able to break it yet. So yeah, that explains that. But yeah, CAD strength is rife. And if we have a look at oil, you know, it's not really oil related, right? Oil has, you know, sort of been come down to this weekly level, this daily level, and this is where we find oil sort of ranging in between here. So the Trump effect has give Canadian dollar strength as well. So let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar for Rich Paul. Let me have another swig, guys. I've got a very Barry White voice today. Aussie dollar, US dollar. And again, guys, this for me is a tricky one. New Zealand US dollar made sense to me. Aussie dollar, US dollar, not so much, right? So let me explain. Let me take some of these targets out, right? These rolled targets. So let's do this one together, actually, right? So looking at this weekly chart, right? Let's all play along, guys, right? It'd be good for your analysis, and it'll also take you away from the US election, because everyone gets so like US election, but it's all about the technical levels and reading the charts, right? The US election is noise. And to be honest with you, it's annoying, right? I haven't been able to trade for a couple of days, right? But which is okay, right? I'm not chomping at the bit to trade, but it's just like, when will all this crap disappear so I can carry on with which is my job, right? So that's how I view it, right? It's just one of those things that comes along during the year and you just have to sit out the market, right? So let's, US elections aside, no fundamental analysis involved. Let's just look at Aussie dollar, US dollar from a technical point of view, right? Now, everyone, please get involved. And the question is, what would you do with Aussie dollar, US dollar weekly chart right now, right? Would you buy it? Would you sell it? Or would you stay out of the market? Okay, so everyone in the live chat right now, would you buy this chart? Only this chart. We're going to look at different charts in a minute, but only this chart, weekly chart. Would you buy it, sell it, or stay out of the market? Everyone get involved, guys. I'll have a drink. Right, Michael would stay out. Nor, stay out. And Nor and Michael are our VIP crew. They're in the VIP Trading Academy. So if you're interested in joining the VIP Trading Academy, guys, we can get you free access right now if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. All right, so check that promotion out. And don't forget the Blueberry Funded if you're looking for capital. So all the information for all of these are in our video descriptions. Ace Fu, I love your name because I love the ace in the, or just ace, yeah. Things are ace, right? And I love Foo Fighters. So Ace Fu would stay out. Brett, downtrend, but would stay out. Trev Beats, watch and wait. Yeah, so stay out of the market. Okay, so it's pretty unanimous. And remember, this is just from a technical point of view. So let's understand why I totally agree with everyone. Yeah, and it's unanimous, right? We don't normally get this, but everyone has said stay out of the market. And you've got to consider this, right? First of all, trend, right? We're in a downtrend, okay? But we are at, look at this trend line, right? The market's been respecting this for months, yeah? You can see price keeps hitting this trend line. And we are literally at that trend line. So if I'm in a downtrend, I want to sell, but this trend line represents support, so I can't, right? And for that reason, I stay out of the market. And you can actually see price bouncing. If I zoom in, this is the last weekly support, now resistance level. This trend line is a resistance level. So it wouldn't surprise me if Aussie dollar, US dollar keeps bouncing between here. Okay, so totally agree, guys. Stay out of the market. Cop Prod, where have you been? Welcome back, Cop Prod. How are you, mate? Now, let's carry this on. Now, if we looked at the day chart, right? Same question. Yeah. What would you do? Would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market looking at this chart, the day chart of Aussie dollar, US dollar? So again, everyone, what would you do? Leave it in the live chat. Right, so Brett would stay out. Anyone else? Guys, don't be shy. Get involved. Give us your analysis. It doesn't matter if it's wrong. And if it is wrong, we'll single you out and we'll no, I'm only joking. If you're wrong, it doesn't matter, right? You're here to learn. Okay, you're here to learn price action, how to find high probability trades. Yeah, read the markets. So don't be, there's no such thing as a wrong answer. Right. So far we've got stay out, stay out, stay out. Trev Beats needs to break structure. Totally agree with you. So stay out. Anyone else, guys? Don't be shy. I don't buy. Only at weekends do I buy. And there's, I don't trade at weekends. So don't know where I was going with that. Right. So again, unanimous, right? So you guys are, we know when we talk about sentiment, right? You hear this term, oh, what's the sentiment in the market? And you are the sentiment, right? And the sentiment is staying out of this chart. And I totally agree with you, right? Because again, right, we're in this downtrend. And this is where we're at. Now, up here, it's a nice selling opportunity, really. We've got this resistance level through here. We got the moving average 20. And I love it when these two things combine, right? It's like double whammy resistance. And price has shot down ever since it's at that level. So not only was it the Trump effect, but it was a good technical level. Right? Never lose sight of the technicals. The technicals are more important than any fundamentals, right? Although fundamentals drive, so this is how you should view it. Fundamentals drive the markets, and technicals is how you read the drive and trade it. That'd be a very good way of summing it up, right? If we didn't have any fundamentals like interest rates, like US elections, like wars, like inflation, this chart probably wouldn't do much, right? So you need the fundamentals to make the chart move, but you need the technicals to read the chart when it is moving, right? I've just made that up on the spot, but it makes perfect sense, right? So I would have sold, but here we're at this support level, right? We know this is a good level from the trend line on the weekly. So again, just stay out of this market. I wouldn't normally do this, Rich Paul, but you were suggesting you're going to enter it on the 15-minute chart, right? If I go down any lower than the H1, I get a nosebleed, but I'm going to do it. Medic, sorry, bad joke. And what was Rich Paul suggesting? Okay, so you're waiting for a retracement on the M15. So I assume you're looking to sell it, right? And you're looking for perhaps a retracement into here to sell it lower. Now, Aussie dollar, US dollar, I don't like this trade for the reasons I explained. Whereas New Zealand dollar, US dollar, I prefer because of everything we looked at earlier, right? So take the New Zealand dollar, US dollar trade, right? We've seen this M15 structure break, yeah, retrace into here, which we've, kind of already got, right? We've got this retrace, take it back down to these lows, put your stop above here. That's not how I trade, but that's how I would trade the M15, right? And just to really illustrate price action, guys, right? This chart could be weekly, daily, H4, M15, even the minute chart. Yeah, I come over all faint thinking about the minute chart, right? But in any situation, I'm looking for trend and structure breaks and in relation to the moving average 20, right? So M15 was in this uptrend. We've got a clearly defined higher low, yeah? And when it breaks that low, I'm interested in selling. If it retraces back to that level, that's normally a pretty good setup. And then we can start selling back down to the lows. Stop above here. And that's how I roll, guys. I'm not, there's a lot of traders out there try to overcomplicate things. I don't know if it's to, attract viewers and, make them say, oh, what's that or what's this? But I'm all about keeping it as simple as possible. And that's exactly what I would do regardless of the time frame. If you trade M15, I would trade it like that. If you trade the H4, I would trade it like that. If you trade the monthly, I would trade it like that. Right? And that's price action. Yeah. So long as the risk to reward makes sense, which it does. Yeah. This is your risk. This is your reward. We're good. Right? Makes sense. So yeah, we're still in this New Zealand dollar, US dollar sell trade. And look, it's looking good, right? I'm still don't like this candle, clearly, right? No seller would. So could take a bit of profit off here, right? I'm going to see what this H4 candle does because we've still got an hour and a half before this H4 candle finishes. But you could take a bit of profit here. But let's see how this H4 candle finishes. Because our strategy in the trading challenge is to come back down to these lows. And then what we really want to see on the daily chart is a candle that breaks that low, right? So if the candle finished like this right now, yeah, and let's flash forward, it's tomorrow morning, and this candle has finished like this, I would be all over selling this again, right? Get the retrace, take it back down to here, right? Because I still think it can come down to this 5,900 psychological level, right? And it still has a bit of room. You can see, look, it never quite hit that level. So it's still got that room to move into for me. But yeah, I'd really like to see this daily candle break that low because that's a continuation of trend, right? Yeah. Every time you get a low, right? Sometimes it holds on to that low, but as soon as it breaks that low, trend continues, right? So yeah, that's what I want to see. So we'll see. I just wanted to check the economic calendar, guys, because we've been so caught up in the US elections. We still have a bit of Canadian dollar, Canadian dollar news. So this IV PMI is important, and we got crude oil inventories later. So this can also be important for the Canadian dollar. And we've got this 30-year bond auction. So there's still a bit more news aside from the US elections that could move US dollar pairs. So I'm conscious of this as well when I'm in my New Zealand dollar, US dollar trade. And another thing you should always be aware of, guys, right? If you are in New Zealand US dollar, for example, right, and it's not near your target yet, chances are you're going to be in the trade overnight, right? This may be teaching you how to suck eggs and quite obvious, but just wanted to share it anyway. So what you must do is go to tomorrow and check if there's any big New Zealand dollar news overnight, right? And in this case, there isn't, right? I knew this already, right? But there's no New Zealand dollar news for us to worry about, right? But if there was like New Zealand dollar interest rate decision, you might want to think about taking some profit off that New Zealand US dollar trade before you go to bed, right? Because interest rate could go anywhere. So yeah, thought it was worth pointing that out as well, guys. And guys, if you're enjoying the analysis, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Please, if you're looking for funding right now, look no further than Blueberry Funded. We're giving you 25% off any funded challenge if you use code Simply25 at checkout. Right, any more questions? Okay, Coprod, I've been doing good, mate. Very busy at work. Trading is going good lately. Your videos help a lot. Thank you very much, Coprod. I'm glad we are helping you improve as a trader. Okay, Tony Gold, waiting will be more rewarding. That is a very true sentence, because basically, if you're a retrace trader, which is basically what I am, you are waiting for a retrace, right? And the more you wait, right, the chances are the better the retrace, right? So yeah, I totally agree. What else are we looking at, guys? So yeah, let's just go back to the H4. Let's even look at the H1. Okay, so the H1 still looking good on New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? We get a bearish wick, like I said, you know, everything's pointing that it can make its way back down to here. So New Zealand dollar, US dollar is looking all right. I was looking at Euro Aussie dollar earlier on, you know, and this come crashing down. And this was another little strategy that we have in our free Discord. This is the trading challenge strategy, right? And it was this, right? So this H4 has broken down. This candle literally just broke these lows. And then again, guys, right? You put your stop loss here. Your target is back down to these lows just to start with, right? Stop loss. You would have got triggered and take it back down to this low. So guys, please get involved with this strategy. I haven't gone into detail about the strategy, but there is a full-blown video on this strategy on our YouTube channel and in the free Discord. And if you want to take part in the trading challenge, just join the free Discord, right? It's all free to join. Just sign up and verify yourself. Right, guys. And okay. And guys, if there's no more questions, then we might call it a day, guys. But yeah, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations to President Trump. Yeah, I hope he doesn't, you know, destroy the planet in terms of climate change, but I'm sure he'll do some good as well. All right, guys. So yeah, please don't forget to join me tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. New York EST time for more live stream action. And we'll probably have a few more trade setups once all this dust has settled, guys. All right. So see you for that. See you tomorrow.